Good evening, folks. Welcome back to the channel. RJ Mills. This video is for you, buddy. The top 10 purchases I have ever made at Harbor Freight. Coming at you right after this. All right. Tonight, we're going to get into it. The 10 best purchases, what I recommend people buy at Harbor Freight. I have personally purchased all of these, so that you're going to see them in my own garage. This is what I think you should have if you're going to buy from Harbor Freight. And I know Harbor Freight is not the highest end tool company out there, but not everyone needs to buy off the tool truck to find good or decent tools. Tools that'll get the job done. Tools that if you use them right and take care of them will last you a good long time and maybe even make you money. So, number 10. What do I recommend? Right off the bat, right off the hop here. Impact sockets. I have shallow well, I have deep well. The impact sockets from Harbor Freight, they seem to be good, whether it's Pittsburgh or Icon or what have you. They all seem to work. That is it, but folks, the Bauer cordless, this is their 20 volt, it's their 20 volt pole saw. Number 8, the Bauer job site Bluetooth radio. This thing, the battery in it, now I run their 1.5 amp hour battery. When I'm out in my garage and I am listening to YouTube videos, I have that on. It lasts me a good long time. I get hours and hours of playtime out of it. It always connects to my phone very well. It sounds great. It's got good range. I can't say enough good things about it. I really do enjoy it, and I think you should get it if you need one. Next up is this surprise. It was a surprise to me, the Hercules Hammer Drill. I'm going to say, like a lot of the things that you're going to learn about Harbor Freight, this is not the most powerful hammer drill out there. It's not the most rugged. It's not even the cheapest. But it's pretty good. And that's kind of what Harbor Freight does. They go for the pretty good. They may not reach great, but pretty good. And if you're a homeowner, pretty good means 98% of whatever you're going to need. Our next one. Now this is the Central Machinery Plunge Router. Never in my wildest dreams, when I had first even got into power tools, would I think that a Central Machinery anything would make it into a top 10 list for me. But this little guy, that seems to be the exception. I run this, I don't know if you guys can see, I've got walnut, red, white oak all over it. I use this thing a lot. It always answers the bell. It always works. I just can't say enough good about it. I bought this as their display model. They were replacing it with a different color in essence because everything else matched. They were replacing it. I got this for like 30 bucks and I use this more than any other router that I have. Even more so than my my trim routers. This thing's great. I really like it. It's a workhorse, and if you need one, plunge router, highly recommend that. Now, again, you're going to notice that a lot of the stuff that I talk about and I recommend is going to be woodwork related. This is no exception. This is their pocket hole jig. When I'm putting cabinets together and I want to hide, I want to hide how I join it or whatever, this is what I use. I've had the Craig. The Craig works great. I still end up using this. Just ease and convenience. I set it to the depth that I need based on the material I'm using. And because that's the material I use all the time, I've never had to readjust it. So I just keep putting it in and letting it go to town. I even have it on my Harbor Freight workbench. Now the Harbor Freight workbench, I didn't make the top 10, but you've seen it in just about every video I've used. But that pocket hole jig, I highly recommend you go get it. So number 4 on our top 10 best buys from Harbor Freight is the Admiral compound sliding miter saw. Yeah, I needed a compound sliding miter saw. I picked up the Admiral. I've been very happy with it. It's worked phenomenally well every time I needed it. It did take a long time to get it zeroed in, but once I had it zeroed in, it was good. Square and true. I really do like it. It'd be hard for me to come up with something better. Well, for the money. Our number 3 best purchase is actually the U.S. General Tool Kart. This is the 3-tier. I also have the 2-tier. I think I paid like $40 for this, and it's handled a lot of weight and a lot of abuse. Let you in on a secret. When I am shooting these videos, I have my laptop sitting on this piece of Doug fir, and yeah, that's how I kind of, so if you see me looking off to my left, it's because I'm looking at my laptop screen just to make sure that I'm in frame. But for the tool cart, here's some of the things that I like. One, the wheels on it. The wheels on it, yep, those are my Crocs. The wheels on it seem to hold up very well. They roll over multiple surfaces. These ridges here, these roundovers, they provide a lot of stability to the shelves, a lot of stability and a lot of extra strength. Every confidence in this. I really do like it. I highly recommend it. Number 2 on our list of best items to purchase at Harbor Freight is the Harbor Freight dust collector. Plenty of power. It's pretty nice. The only thing you ever want to change on it is the bag. It's a 5-micron bag. You typically want a 1-micron or a filter system. Aside from that, it's worked great for me. I highly recommend it. I think you should pick it up if you need one. Thank you. This is it, folks. The Franklin clamping workstation. You've seen me use it. You can see I still have the 4x4 in there from our last video. This thing works great. It's reliable. I highly recommend it. If there is one thing that you should buy from the Home Depot, this is it. Thank you. Have a great night. Like and subscribe, all that jazz. Take it easy.